What is happening, guys? Archiezzle here, and welcome to another video. Archies, I hope you guys are having a great day. I apologize if again I am in my new set here. This is outside, like right outside of my apartment. You can probably hear the car, so I apologize for that. Again, if you do not know me, my name is Staff Sergeant Massey Archiezzle on the internet. Been YouTubing since 2006. Active duty Army, E6, Army medic, Army recruiter at the moment. So check out my videos if you are brand new. I talk about videos about my life in the Army before I joined, now that I'm in, and eventually once I get out. And sometimes I post videos about fun stuff and family and all of that. But for today's video, it's gonna be more personal, and I'm cranking everything up again. I just want to ask you guys, like, do you guys like this new format? Not really new format, but new schedule where it's pretty much one video every day. And I know I'm like always so inconsistent because of personal stuff, but now we're better than ever and stronger. So make sure you post comments, questions, and video ideas down below, okay? But for today's video, it's gonna be about the top 5 things that I wish I should have done, would have done, could have done, but because of my situation, personal life, work, certain things here and there, I was not able to execute it or achieve them while in active duty in the Army. Again, I've been in the Army for 7 years, Army medic, temporary recruiter at the moment, so bear in mind, my experience, my situation will vary from someone else's that you know. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing the headband, I recently had ear surgery. You know the whole deal, you know, Archiezzle is a medic. I have been stationed in Germany. I have been stationed in Fort Hood Combat Support Hospital in Germany. I was in a line unit with artillery, and now I'm a recruiter in California. Yes, I was overseas when I was in Germany, when I was in Kuwait. I was in a Role 3 Combat Support Hospital, but I've never had an actual combat deployment. I missed it so many times, and that's number 1 on my list. Things that I should have done or wish I would have done, you know, early on in my career, because it's something that every soldier, I think, should experience. I kind of talked about this in the past few videos before. Every leader in the Army has different styles, different ways on how to lead troops and all of that, but not all of them are great. Not all of them are bad. You know, some people have deployments, combat deployments, some people don't have combat deployments, but it's really up to the leadership style of that individual on how they will lead their troops. But for me, yes, deployment. First deployment, I missed it because Flor was in the process of getting out, and she was pregnant with our baby Ileana. So during that time, being in Germany as a brand new private about to turn specialist, I was the medic that went to the field the most. I was the one who went to every field training exercises, field problems, trainings in Hohenfels, in Vilsec, in Grafenwehr, and all of that, you know, as a line medic. It was fun up to the last minute, you know, like deployment list and deployment rosters changes a lot. So I was about to go, but because of the situation of the pregnancy, because of the situation of my wife was getting out, we didn't have any family support, and the whole base was basically gonna be deploying. I opted out to stay behind, and my command advised me to do so I can take care of my family. I was also in the process of re-enlisting during that time, so it did not happen for me. But you know the whole deal. If you've been following Archiezzle, I'm in that point also where I'm in my re-enlistment option, meaning that if I want to stay in, or I want to go back to Army medic, or if I want to stay as an Army recruiter, everything will change. You know, everything is still up in the air. I'm still a free agent. Second deployment that I miss is when I was in Fort Hood, Texas. Okay, here's the situation. When I was in the Combat Support Hospital, I was in the ER, I was doing regular cash stuff, EMT, but I came up on recruiting orders when we were about to head off somewhere else. Deployment's done, but I missed it because I got recruiting orders, and I went to recruiting school, and you followed my vlogs. Check it out, by the way, if you haven't done so. Link will be somewhere in the screen. So that's basically what happened. I missed it. Now I'm stuck here, and again, now I'm in that option. I'm in that window of re-enlistment if I want to stay in, get out, which will basically change everything, especially now because I'm an E6. So number 1 on my list, I wish that I should have done early in my career, is a deployment. You know, some people are great leaders, again, some people are not. It depends on their leadership style. Some of them have deployment, but it shouldn't be a basis on who should be on the position. I guess it depends on who's supposed to be in the position or what type of unit, but every leader should not be based upon deployment. But as a soldier, you should at least do it. During these times, combat deployments are not really as consistent like before, but hey, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Number 2 on my list are Army schools. Okay, if you don't know what Army schools are, these are the things that you guys always ask and always so interested about, like airborne, air assault, Army airborne, Army air assault, Army Sapper School, Army Sniper School, selection to become a Ranger, Special Forces, and all of that. You know, EFMB is even considered a school for the Army, or not really a school, but like a badge or a tab or something. A skill identifier. It kind of sets you up above your peers, especially when they look at every single soldier's individual's record, ERBs, who's gonna get promoted, who's more proficient at this, or who has more experience on certain things. So for me, again, during my situation as a brand new private, we were gearing up for deployment, went to the field so many times, handling family life, handling brand new baby and all that stuff. You know, I failed EFMB. I failed it twice. First one, I guess it was my fault because I was a brand new private. The second time I failed it was when I failed day 5, which is the medical lane, which is really weird because 6-8 whiskeys are mostly the ones who fail EFMB, expert field medical badge. Some people call it expert field memorization badge. It's still good training, I'm gonna leave it like that. And then when I was in Fort Hood, same thing. You know, I went to an Army school, Army recruiting school. None of these cool schools. But again, if you are brand new in the Army, kind of like the deployment, knock it out right away. If you're lucky enough, if you're fortunate enough that airborne or any special school is along in your contract when you went to MEPS and all of that, good job. Make sure you don't fail that. Make sure you don't even fail any basic training or any PT test. Correction. Don't fail any PT test in basic training. Do not fail PT tests in basic training or anywhere you go. That will take away your slot and you'll get recycled or probably get kicked out of the course and not get an opportunity again sometime in your military career or Army career or whatever branch you're in. Might as well get it on the first try. Don't be like Archiezzle, you know. I'm not perfect. Again, my experience is different from yours and everyone else's. Number 3 on my list that I should have done as an Army soldier early in my career is travel. Popo, welcome to my neighborhood, California. Okay, so like what I said, because of the Army, I was able to go to Germany. I was able to go to Czech. I was able to go to Auschwitz. I was able to go to Spain. I was able to go to a lot of these nearby countries and lands and famous cities in Europe. But again, if I was younger and I should have done it more, you know, again, I'm not blaming baby, I'm not blaming Ileana, I'm not blaming getting married super early and all of that, but it was the reason why we weren't able to do more stuff as single soldier, or at least boyfriend, girlfriend with, you know, with Flor. So I highly suggest, you know, travel. They're gonna say, oh, you're gonna end up in Korea, you're gonna end up somewhere else. Take advantage of your situation. You're not gonna be there, or at least you're there for X amount of time, a year or 2 or 3 years. Travel. Trust me, travel, because once you leave the place, you'll be like, I should have been there. Or at least you can tell yourself, like, I've been to Oktoberfest, Beer Fest, Volksfest, and all these fests and all these crazy fun events when you were there still overseas. Number 4 on my list are MOSs. When I say MOSs, different MOSs. In the Army, 7 years in, some people had multiple MOSs already. I have 2. 6-8 Whiskey Army Medic and 79 Romeo Army Recruiter. So I have 2. Some people I know had multiple MOSs, or at least try to be cross-trained or certified to do something else outside of your career field. That is really helpful if you're trying to stay in the Army for the long haul, you know, 20 years or whatever, or something like that. Or if you're just seeking out quicker promotion, or, you know, to up your resume, your ERB, your evaluation, you have to do something outside of your career field, like drill sergeant, an instructor at AIT, an instructor for Mystic Site, an instructor for something, you know, something Army related, or not even Army related. It can be like actually like combatives or physical training or master fitness trainer, the top guy who teaches pregnancy PT. I don't even know if that's like considered one, but something, you know, be cross-trained with something. As an Army medic, you can get cross-trained in different medical MOSs. Certifications might vary, but obviously if you know the skill, if you know the right people and network, you know, once you get out, you know how to obtain the actual licensures and paperwork to be certified and legit doing that job, but at least you know stuff. Cross-train. The more you know, the better. And the more proficient you are, even better. Last but not the least, number 5 on my list of stuff that I should have done early in my Army career is just to follow my dreams. If you don't know the whole thing, this is a whole summary again. I keep repeating, but I've said this multiple times in different videos. I shouldn't have stopped making YouTube videos. Started making YouTube videos in 2006, stopped in 2010, 11 when I joined the Army, and I didn't do anything from 2011 to 2016 because I was a brand new private. I was so busy in Germany, married, brand new baby, going to school. So if I can do it, you can do it as well. So that's my thing, like, do not be afraid about your situation. Yes, it might be overwhelming, but looking back at it now, I should have, I could have, but I didn't take that grasp or held that situation where I was I was probably able to film and vlog stuff in Germany, so I can be looking at it. I use the YouTube videos as well anyway to look back, kind of like my album or my online diary to see what I did before, versus watching any holiday movies during the holidays or when I'm bored or with the family. Instead of looking at pictures, we watch our videos. A better time capsule of your experience in certain periods of your life. Well, those are 5 things that I should have done. Army soldier things, stuff that I should have done early in my career. What are yours? That is my question. Do we have the same issues or same things that we should have done together? You know, same thing and stuff like that. Let me know in the comment section. And like always, post a question down below, because Archiezzle coming back bigger, better, stronger. We're not stopping anymore. I'm trying to like project my voice even louder because of all the cars and all the crazy stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support. Archiezzle is back. Hua, baby, let's go. Thank you guys for watching. Archiezzle out.